Joe, over here. I know obviously Bill Walton was before your time, but his passing, what did he mean to the Celtics franchise, just whether you understand it and what you tell your team about him?
Yeah, never got a chance to meet him, but he's one of the best guys I listen to as far as commentating. Just really enjoyed listening to those games. And then as a Celtic, from what everyone just kind of talked about him, just bragged about how much he loved the game, how much he loved his teammates, and how much he cared about winning. And, I think those values are the things that, we try to emulate, that we try to talk about every day. But, he lived those from the people that have been around him. So, it's definitely sad, but, he'll be missed.
Joe, I know, one of the conversations coming into the year was how guys on the team would feel like sort of that vocal leadership role. Jalen seems like he's really embraced that this year. How have you just kind of seen him grow into that this year compared to, past years with him?
Yeah. I mean, everyone on the team has a leadership responsibility, and each guy does it in different ways, and those ways can change, throughout their careers, really throughout a season. So I think Jalen leads in many different ways. Just his ability to buy into, defense, communication, rebounding, doing other things besides, scoring. And so I think, he's emulated his leadership by just being well-rounded player, in his communication. So that's kind of where I've seen him grow.
Aspect, is that something you talked about with him coming into this year? You guys talked about as a team, and how important is that, the vocal side of that leadership?
I mean, communication's really important. So, I didn't have a conversation with him per se, but we talk every day about the importance of communicating, whether it's during a game, during a timeout. How we communicate with each other is extremely important, just because the things we're doing on a defensive end, and how we try to attack guys on the offensive end, and really just using his experience. So I think communication is something that we talk about a lot, really, for everybody.
Coach, Luke was down on Saturday. More minutes had to come from other pieces in the front court. If that happens again tonight, what do you need to get from those supporting cast members up front?
Same thing that they gave us: physicality, rebounding, screening, spacing, just the details. Just play their role. They've all helped us win games. Regular season, no different than the playoffs. The things that go into winning. And so whatever the minutes are, just making sure they stick to those details for us. And they've done it throughout the year. And we put the guys in, we expect them to do it. And credit to them for stepping up.
Joe, you talked about the Pacers' last play of the game in Game 3 last time. Earlier this season, you said you studied football, and you mentioned the Dolphins. Is that something like that you had in mind, like that sort of four-court play? Like, is that directly related to the stuff you kind of look for?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great play. And, again, if that shot goes in, things may be completely different. So you just have to have the gratitude and humility to understand that and take advantage of the situation that you're in. But that was a great play by them, and I really didn't know how to defend it because of the unpredictability. And so that's kind of where I envision a lot of need 3 situations going, because of the fouling, because of the switching, because of the help from the inbounder. And so seen them run that in the past, seen Miami run it, and you envision that's kind of where need 3s will be next few years.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.